we have a plan to go to Tuktoyaktuk this coming summer, and we're not sure if we want to tow our Jeep or not.
I saw your Jeep, so I figured you'd have a winch.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Now here we are on the trail, literally in the middle of nowhere, and we bump into more Canadians.
Yeah, how we got there. They were impressed we could get it in there. As you can see, we've been towing our Jeep all the way through Southern California and Southern Arizona. This trip, when we did our shakedown trip, we weren't towing our Jeep. And we have a plan to go to Tuktoyaktuk this coming summer, and we're not sure if we want to tow our Jeep or not. We've been doing a lot of off-roading in the desert with the Jeep, taking the EarthRoamer as far as we can and camping, and then taking the Jeep to do some further adventures. And we're not sure if we want to take it to Tuktoyaktuk or just take the EarthRoamer. So if you guys have any feedback, want to provide comment, that would be great. Let us know what you think. Would it make sense to tow it and do continued adventures further out into the bushes, or just stick with the EarthRoamer? Let us know. And we're just gonna set up the drone, and I'm gonna drive for a while. This Jeep is because 2 years ago we went on a road trip into the US for the winter. We were gone for about 5 months, and we needed a tow vehicle. We were driving our motorhome, a big Class A diesel pusher, and we knew that we needed a vehicle to be able to go shopping and to do all the things that you need to do, take the dogs to the dog park or a vet. It's not practical to do that in your motorhome, and so we just happen to have a Jeep. And more recently we had Epic Adventure Outfitters lift the Jeep and
lift kit, bigger wheels and tires,
and put in a winch.
And a winch, yeah.
So that we could, if we ever did get ourselves into trouble.
Now, we haven't gotten in trouble yet, but we did rescue somebody else that got in trouble.
We did.
Which I think was what normally happens when you get a winch for your Jeep. You know, it's not for you, it's for pulling other people out.
Yeah, well, and it's we're kind of conspicuous. People then they see that you very likely have all sorts of equipment. And
I saw your Jeep, so I figured you'd have a winch.
yeah.
Well, yeah. You're right. I have 3.
But honestly, we're so new to this that like we never went off-roading with our Jeep. We've never done this before, so this is sort of brand new, and we're taking baby steps until we gain confidence and experience. We've not had any situation where we did get stuck in a canyon. That wasn't fun.
In the Jeep.
In the Jeep.
We wedged ourselves in.
We wedged
literally. We needed some butter. Cooking oil.
Yeah. You go there. Watch this right-hand side. Actually, it's a little. Well, maybe not.
Lots of room.
I'm used to. Okay. I think I'm a little afraid of heights. So I don't know how many shelf roads we're going to be doing. We'll see. So when we pick trails, I look at Onyx Off-Road and then Trails Off-Road and look at what people have written about them. We try and stay in the easy to moderate, and for the moderate stuff, depending on what people are writing about it, so if they say that there's risk of pinstriping or if things are a little bit narrow, then what we do is we take the Jeep out and do a bit of a reconnaissance mission to make sure that the EarthRoamer could actually do it.
This section would be great.
This section would be great. There's no problem with this section, and honestly the views are actually quite spectacular. But in that respect, the Jeep has come in really handy. And so we're still going back and forth. Is it good to have the Jeep with us? Is it not good to have the Jeep with us? When we broke down, if you watched that episode, it was great to have the Jeep with us, because then we just piled the dogs into the Jeep and we followed our EarthRoamer to the shop, and then we continued to live in the EarthRoamer. It allows us to go do more adventures, and the dogs seem to really love coming with us in the Jeep. But it also is a bit of a pain to have to tow it all the time and to unhook when we need to unhook. So, for example, coming into this area, we did have to unhook.
I still think towing the Jeep too contributed to
the breakdown.
The breakdown, yeah. It just puts a lot of strain on the engine, because
maybe
the EarthRoamer is already 20,000 pounds, and now you're towing another 5,000 pounds. So I think you're maxing out the ability of the F550, which would be fine if it was, temporary for a load here and there. But when you're doing that for a full day of driving up and down the mountains, I think it just got turbocharger couldn't take the heat, along with the high oil temperatures
that we were getting.
And towing the Jeep, I think that's what did in this turbocharger.
Close your eyes, hear the voice within calling. This heavy load got under your skin, all in.
not like they are here. Like there's just thousands of them here. So whatever condition they like,
This is definitely the ideal place for
this is
them.
it for them. Yeah, but I don't understand what's so different. It must just be altitude.
While we were busy admiring our cacti, we ran into somebody coming the other way. And so we're going to try and create some space for them to get by. There we go.
Now here we are out on the trail, literally in the middle of nowhere, and we bump into more Canadians. Except we're having to show them how to get out of here.
So you just saw that we ran into another truck that was coming the other way, so we had to back up and make room for them to go by. But oddly enough, they wanted to stop and say hi because they're fellow Canadians. And the one couple has been on the road for 16 months now, living full-time in their truck and camper.
16 months.
16 months. Yeah, and they said they drove past our EarthRoamer and were curious about
How we got there.
yeah, how we got there. They were impressed we could get it in there.
It was no big deal except for the pinstriping.
Well, there was a couple of little dips that were a bit challenging, but yeah, they were actually pretty impressed that we managed to get it there. Yeah, it was really interesting. The couple said they have all the equipment and thought about starting a YouTube channel, and then realized that it was just
A lot of work.
a lot of work, that you forget to enjoy the moment because you're so obsessed with
Well,
taking the video, and then the editing is quite time consuming.
to be honest, we bought all of the equipment when we were heading down on the motorhome over 2 years ago. And we didn't end up using hardly any of it. It's just until this trip.
What's going on?